Hey folks, welcome to the latest edition of GED Shorts. This time, we're using cutting-edge economic modeling techniques to try to add insight into the simmering debate about who really wins from globalization. Now, the controversy around this topic is based on the belief that while interconnectedness may create winners, the process also creates losers, and that these losers come disproportionately from disadvantaged communities. The rhetoric is heated on both sides. For supporters, globalization is the key 21st century growth motor. For opponents, globalization facilitates inequality and a race to the bottom in terms of standards. So which is it? To find an answer, we devised a Globalization Index that measures the overall effect of economic, social, and political interconnection. Our index looks at 42 countries' economic growth from 1990 to 2011 and compares those figures to estimated growth had global interconnectedness remained at 1990 levels. The results are not what we expected. According to the study, all 42 countries benefited from globalization in the period under review. On average, a 1-point rise in our Globalization Index resulted in a 0.35 percentage point increase in the growth rate of real per capita GDP. In other words, our index suggests that interconnectedness has increased across the board and that it has been a net positive for all countries we reviewed. But the study also found that some countries benefited much more than others. Developed nations were the big winners, according to our index. Finland led the way, with an average annual per capita gain of about 1,500 euros. Denmark, Japan, and Germany also saw major gains. Emerging markets such as China, Brazil, and Mexico benefited, but significantly less than the major winners. For these three developing nations, interconnectedness increased average annual per capita income by about 100 euros. This is far less than the gains in the developed world, but it is still impressive relative to their GDP in 1990. So what does it all mean? Well, on the one hand, we found that all countries benefited from globalization, and that interconnectedness is generally a good thing. But we also found that globalization opportunities are not evenly dispersed, and that the gains to developed nations far outweighed those to emerging markets. In the long run, this trend could exacerbate global inequalities, especially considering our previous research that suggests emerging markets could lose out from regional trade pacts such as TTIP. In terms of policy, as globalization is highly unlikely to disappear, the developed world must ensure that emerging markets have every opportunity to join the party. Otherwise, further down the road, today's big winners may not have anyone left to hang out with. So have a look at our findings and let us know what you think. And we'll see you next time when the GED team investigates how international trade affects inequality, not just between countries, but within countries as well. Check out these links to see more of our work.